Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman says, I don't like defending men, but today I have to. Let's get it.
I don't like coming on here and defending men. I really don't. If anything, it makes me angry to have to defend them, because that means I heard somebody say some stupid shit that now I have to be on their side. At 25, realistically and logically, who is making more than $40K a year? Do you see that? Do you see 34,000 between 20 and 24? And yet at 22, y'all are steadily like, I need a man who makes 80K, 100K. In what world? In what world? He's got to make enough money. He's got to be physically attractive. He's got to live up to all of your standards, all of them, because you won't concede or compromise the biggest trait that actually leads to successful relationships. You won't compromise, okay? He's got to go on 3 trips a year. Like, what world are y'all living in? What world is it?
All right, guys, we've got a woman here who's been sipping some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So she says, listen, why is it that women who are in their early 20s have the same unrealistic expectations that women who are in their 30s and above have when it comes to the men who they potentially want to date? She goes on to say a 25-year-old, 24-year-old is not going to be earning 6 figures. She goes on to say at 25, realistically and logically, who is making more than 40K a year? And then she shows some facts to actually back that up from an article here that read average salary for ages 20 to 24. The article reads, earnings increase begin in one's 20s, as this age group includes some now college graduates. The median salary of 20 to 24-year-olds is $667 per week, which translates to $34,684 per year. The article goes on to say many Americans start out their careers in their 20s and don't earn as much as they will once they reach their 30s. And so 30s, mid-30s in specific, are where men start to earn a respectable amount of money. And when I say respectable, I mean for themselves, right? That's when you start to make some real traction when it comes to your earning potential as a man. So she's right in saying, why do you women expect these guys who are 25 or 24 to be earning 50K, 60K, right? 100K a year? And plus you want these men to take you on expensive trips, etc. This is also why I suggest that men don't consider serious relationships until they're in their 30s. I'm talking about men who still see marriage as something that's a potential for them in their lives, because that's when you have more leverage, right? You be in your 30s, you be earning more, and that's when you have access to the majority of women. As always, this video had the internet talking. Let's check out a few of these comments left by the people. This first commenter comes from a gentleman who said, somebody said, why I gotta be rich just to date a woman with no money. That's facts. That's facts. But then we got to remember that, you know, a lot of women don't go actually do the research. They don't know these things. Why don't they know these things? Because they're just too lazy to go find out what percentage of men are actually making the type of money that they think that they qualify for, right? Again, this shouldn't stop men from achieving, focusing on yourself, and being the best version for yourself. You have to get it out here. You got to stay on the grind. Next comment from another gentleman reads, I'm 30, have an office job and DoorDash on the side, and I don't make that much. He's 30 years old, and I'm sure as time progresses, that will get better, my friend. Somebody else responded to him and said, most Americans don't. Plus, these stats are before taxes, so that 30K is really 20K. We've got another comment here from a man that says, someone working a regular job making 70 to 100K a year probably won't have time for 3 trips a year. Laugh out loud. That's the truth right there, right? That's facts.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
There is this misconception that women want men who are high earners. And these high earning men have disposable income. And now they want to spend that disposable income on you, to go on trips, to buy you nice stuff. But the reality is, how men make more money is by working very hard. And most of those guys are high earning men don't have time to go on 3 trips a year. That is the truth. And these women think they're going to be living these Instagram model lives when that's just not going to be the case. The women who you see on Instagram who are taking vacations left and right, the Instagram thoughts, right? They're making the money another way, if you know what I mean. Someone else responded to that comment and said, very true, or they're bringing their work with them on the trip. Let me talk about that real quick. The idea of like working while you're on vacation, and I'll speak from a perspective of someone who does YouTube, it's not what most people think it is. Can you do it? Yes. But in most cases, nothing ever is what it seems. I would much rather be stationed in a place, an office where I work, working on a trip. I don't want to think about work if I'm on a vacation. I haven't taken a vacation in years. That's the honest truth. Another comment here reads, yeah, unless that man top of his class, graduating in STEM field, he's not making 70K. Not after graduation, he's not. That's true. The creator responded to this comment and said, very true, and that's a very small percentage of men in the dating pool. Next comment, I don't like defending men, then don't. Stop. Nobody's forcing you. Like why you had to add that part. That is true. That is true. Why don't you like to defend? I'll be curious to ask this woman, why doesn't she like to defend men? And we all know what it is, right? She doesn't want to betray the sisterhood. She's got to give that disclaimer of, listen, ladies, I'm still on your side, because she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to look like she drinks coffee. She's like, hey, I love tea.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
Don't get it wrong. The creator wrote, and you can't date older men because y'all think that's inherently wrong and an abusive of power dynamics. Wow, a lot of facts right there. In the past, younger women would date older men, but it's almost like the woke mob, this whole new mindset of you can't date an older man because the power dynamics are off. I want to date somebody my age, but then I still want him to earn the same amount as somebody who's put in years and years amount of work. They've effed it up for themselves. Anyways, guys, that's that. Curious to know your thoughts on the topic. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you, as always, for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.